I was born and raised in Philippines, studied there, my family's there. At early stage of my life, I knew how hard it is to live in the Philippines. And I knew earlier that, I wanted to live and visit USA and eventually be able to get a chance to stay and work and find a decent job over here. So with my family resources, that's not possible to just get a tourist visa to start with. I grew up in as a poor family, not even a middle class. So I used table tennis to be able to go here, which is my dream, a dream come true. I use table tennis to be able to study for free in the Philippines. I use table tennis to basically, in general, to support myself, to survive, to support my family. And now I'm here, and I continue to use table tennis. It's a very integral part of my life. And I would say it's also an integral part of my family, because now I'm providing for my family through table tennis. So yeah, it's very special for me. I would say it's my second wife. Filipinos are well known to be healthcare workers. Many Filipinos are nurses, and being one, my family are mostly healthcare workers or are practicing as registered nurse. So during the time COVID started, we didn't know, nobody knew that it was already in the US. So my uncle was working in Elmer's hospital in Queens, and patients are coming in and out, and mask was now worn. Nobody knew that it's already here, and my uncle was very exposed. He works in ER as a trauma nurse, and during the start of pandemic around, I would say early April, my uncle started to get sick. He was caring for people that are coming in ER, and he didn't know, so he got it, and from there, my uncle never recovered, and he passed away a month after, or maybe more or less a month after he passed away. Yeah. And my uncle is like my second father. He gave me the opportunity to help, to be here. He helped me a lot. So it was a very sad time for me. Yeah. Sad time for everybody, but it was just double for me. During the time that I felt the first symptoms, basically my symptoms is considerably mild, because I didn't have all the symptoms. I still have a sense of taste, sense of smell. I was feeling feverish, but the most that is like giving me hard time was body ache, localized in my core or my abdomen area. I felt like there's a sharp or stabbing pain like 24 hours, and I never felt that totally. Like on the first 3-4 days, that was like excruciating. I had flu before, but it's not in comparison. And after 4 days of that, I felt headache, and the pain was from my right going to the back of my head, and I felt like I cannot open my eyes. I just wanted to close my eyes and sleep, if I can, 24 hours. I have a background as a registered nurse, but not practicing. So I knew that I was monitoring my temperature and my blood oxygen, and I forced myself to eat. I think with all the hype of COVID, all the fears that we have about COVID, being anxious and being afraid of it during that time, it will not help. I felt it one time that I was anxious, and then my blood pressure come up, and I was feeling my sweat was cold. But we are athletes, and we are a player. We recognize the the opponent, what the opponent is doing, So we adjust, we strategize, and that's what I did. I remain calm and just go into my happy thoughts. So PingPod is the first autonomous network of table tennis center or club or pods, if you may. It's a small format of table tennis clubs compared to the traditional one, which is our big one. And PingPod is fully supported with technology through reservation, through booking, and through entering in the door. PingPod also implemented contact tracing to make sure that everybody or our community in PingPod are safe. That if there's anybody that tested positive, we'll be able to know who that person played with 3 or 5 or 7 days before he tested positive. So then we can inform them that one of your friends or your practice partner got tested positive and you need to quarantine and you need to get tested. And the beauty about COVID contact tracing of PingPod is that when you know that those people are exposed to the person that tested positive, you don't need to shut down the whole business. I think PingPod concept is proving to be efficient during and post-COVID. So yeah, I think about 15 to 18 people was in contact with me during the time that I don't have the symptoms yet. So we were able to locate those easily at a snap of a button. All of them tested negative, so which proves another concept of PingPod, that wearing masks is very important, staying socially distant with each other, and not congregating is very effective. Thank you for having me, Matilda. I wish everybody to stay healthy, to keep safe, and happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays.